Alright, gang, welcome back to our Pioneer Challenge on Alone in the World. It's May Day 2, almost back to June, so we're almost to our set point where we will stay at June for the rest of the series. And we're beginning here by taking off on expanding this field here. I already did a little bit of work, you can probably tell down there, right? I put some meadow back in and kind of shrunk the size of it to an extent here. And yeah, we're carrying on here, trying to expand this out a little bit, because this field has been fully harvested. I did the rest of it off camera. And I also put down something new. Something that'll help us with, you know, the amount of carrots and the amount of parsnip that we got out, right? We're not going to need all of that for Jester, and really, we're not really going to need it for the pigs anymore either. Well, we shouldn't, at least, based off of, you know, what we did with the greenhouse. And the new thing we got is in the distance down there. Now, we have utilized this production previously on a different series. But nevertheless, that's what we're going to use. Preserved food, I think is what it is. And we're going to take the rest of the parsnip, drop it off in there, and we're going to start harvesting the carrots today. Now, I did not buy anything as far as moving the parsnip boxes. I know a few of you mentioned that Krusty was utilizing an auto-load trailer. I, for the life of me, and perhaps maybe you know what the actual name of it is, and I can find it, but in ModHub, I could not find any kind of auto-load trailer for pallets of root crops, and specifically the carrot, parsnip, and red beet variety. So I don't know if maybe I'm just missing the name. Maybe it's one of those weird names that I've talked about in a previous episode where some things are just labeled a little bit awkwardly. But the searches that I did, I could not find anything. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is I don't have that option. But what we can do, and what what the harvester here allows us to do, the DeWolf harvester here allows us to do, is pick up the pallets that we have right here. We can pick them back up on this, and then we can just take them and unload them. It may not be the fastest process, but it does save us a little bit of money, because we spent a lot of money on that production over there. So I was trying to decide where I wanted to put it. I had a lot of different ideas, and ended up deciding to go here. I don't know if it's the best spot or not, but I think it'll work well. I can actually drive it in here without... Evidently I cannot. Now I'm stuck. Great. Good job, Z. Way to start the episode. Way to go, Z. What a dummy. Come on. There we go. We're finally... Well, I thought we were moving. Okay, let's try this again. This is a terrible beginning. I apologize, gang. I'm looking like a noob out here. Almost. Almost. Okay, we did it. Whew. I need to be a little bit better about my turnaround there. Come on now, Z. So anyway, what I was trying to get at is we are able to just, you know, sort it out where we can load them up, right? So I'm not going to do all of them. I'll do some of this just kind of jump cut off camera here, but I want to show you what I'm talking about. Here I am just loading them up right now. No problem at all. And a lift platform, that's what I thought. Why? So anyway, what do you think about that? Hopefully it's a good investment. Hopefully you all like the investment. I think it's really useful. I think it's going to make us a ton of money. So we're getting the money back, I guess, for the crates there. That's what somebody had told me, that you do get the money back for the crates. So I guess that's what we're doing there. So let's go ahead and do, I think, storing for now, right? I'm pretty sure that doesn't fluctuate that much. And if that's the case, we might just turn it on auto selling. Just to save us a little bit of headaches. So let me look through here really quick. Preserved food, parsnip. Yeah, it fluctuates basically none. It's about, you know, well, I guess it is a little bit. I shouldn't say none. 385 to 411, but it's not that much. It's really not that much at all. I mean, so we'll leave it on as selling. There's no reason for us to move all of those pallets around if it's only going to make us a few dollars more to do that. So we'll put it all on selling. We'll turn them all on, that way they're ready to go whenever we have something in there. Alright, so that's good. So we'll start making some money from this once I get all of them moved over here, obviously. And, yeah, so we've got to get this going, and then once we get this going, we can start harvesting that field over there. We also have to get the tree stump grinder, because you probably saw there. I think I have to do this every time, which is a little annoying. I don't think it'll allow me to do anything until I go through this process here. Because if I just try to do Y, like I just did there, nothing will load up on. It won't go down. It just it's like a reset. Like I have to reset it by going through the process. So let me run all these boxes over here, and then once we're done with that, we'll start working on harvesting the carrots. Alright, so this is the last bit here. It's only 2 little boxes, and one's not even full, so we'll drop these off here. Somehow we did get one box that had nothing in it, somehow, and there was evidently a few carrots somehow in the actual harvester itself, and dumped them in there, so we have like tiny amount of carrots in there at current. But we're going to get started on the carrots now, so that's going to change pretty quickly. Now, whenever we do finish harvesting the carrots, I think I mentioned it before, I'll mention it again quickly, we are not going to be putting root crops back in here, at least not yet. Let me empty the tool first. Why can't I buy any more boxes? Weird. Okay. Weird. Well, anyway, I guess we'll get going. That's really weird, but whatever. Put it on a worker. Good. So, we are going to put something else in here. We're not going to put root crops in here. So we're going to be combining this field and this field, and that's the reason why I went ahead already and kind of expanded this out, right? So, kind of tried to clean it up a little bit too on this side. You can see here I should put grass down, but you know, whatever, I didn't do it. Make it a little bit easier with this tree too. I really don't want to get rid of this tree. We might have to, but I really don't want to. So I cleaned that up a little bit there, and I cleaned this up down here. So it's just this tiny little section here that needs to be expanded out to combine with here. But we really need to get rid of the carrots, or most of the carrots first, before we do any kind of combining there. So in any case, let's get into the John Deere here. And I'm going to drop this off here. Actually, I'm going to turn that back on for a second. I have... Okay, good. I don't want to create a field right there, if I can help it. Blocked by an object. You're not blocked by an object. Okay, I don't know what's happening. We just harvested a whole row, and it says there's nothing in here. That is bizarre. Let me go see if I can reset this. We just lost a little bit of carrots this way. Man, that's weird. Very weird. Hold on. I have no idea what happened there, gang. I just unloaded those 2 boxes and then bought 4 new ones, and the carrots are going in there, no problem. So that's very weird. I don't know what the problem is there, or what happened. But in any case, I guess we got it fixed. So let's go get the stump grinder. We've got to get rid of this one stump right here. What is happening right now? This episode has been turning into an absolute disaster. I guess I didn't really have him properly set up on the line, or her. Let's try this again. Okay. Hopefully. Let me go get the stump grinder. We're gonna get rid of this stump here, gang. So a couple of things to note. To be able to fund that and everything else I did, I have really changed the landscape back here. As you can tell, there's a lot more trees gone. There's still a lot more to go, but there are a lot more trees gone. It has now taken us a while to pull those trees, or winch those trees, over to our little wood chip factory, production factory. We might want to consider moving that at some point here. Considering all things considered, how far away it is now, but we'll see. We'll continue at it and we'll see how it goes. But that is really how we funded, doing some of the meadow work that we did, and then buying that production, which is not a cheap production. That's like $110,000 or $150,000. It's a lot of money, so it was not cheap. But that's the last thing we needed, in my opinion, personally, before we start saving big time again to get the secondary plot of land and move on to stage 2 and then stage 3 shortly after that, because stage 2 is a very quick turnaround, in my opinion. So I was gonna go put this back away. I mean, I guess I could just leave it here for right now, kind of temporarily. Yeah, we'll just leave it here for a temporary purpose. We may need it again if we run into another stump when I expand the field there, right? That grass area, there might be one in there I don't know about, or I don't remember. So let's just leave that be for now. We have to do, let's see, pretty much nothing else today. I do want to mow the grapes. They're getting, the grass there is getting a little long, so we'll probably do that today. And then, like I said, it's just a matter of doing the carrots, as much as the carrots we can get done at least. We might do a few other minor things, but that's really the objectives here. And obviously we have to, ride Jester around and do all that stuff for him too, but... yeah, that's where we're at. So let's jump into this. Let's get the grape area all mowed up, and then we'll probably take over for the worker for a little while at least, because I'm not sure if we'll get all the carrots done today in this episode or not, but we'll at least take over for a little while and do some of the harvest ourselves. So let's get underway. Turns out I wasn't recording, man. This episode is just going... it's just being a disaster here. I swear I hit the record button, and I swear I saw the stuff moving, but clearly that was not the case, so... sorry. I ended up mowing the rest of that grass though over there where the grapes are, so I can give you a bird's eye view of it, just so you can see that I actually did do it. There you go. You can see it's been mowed. I mean, it wasn't anything too crazy. You've seen me mow that before, so... sorry about that. That's my bad. My mistake. Okay, so let's go and get these sold again, and then I guess we'll jump into an actual time-lapse finally, and we'll do some of these carrots here. I had kind of planned on doing a little bit of both, a little bit of the mowing and a little bit of the carrots here, but guess we're just going to do the carrots at this point. Mistakes happen, gang. I'm not perfect. I'm certainly not perfect, and I am fully aware. Fully aware. All right. Let's do this. Alright, gang, well, things are going well here, except for the fact that I'm not very good at staying on the line to try to pick up two at the same time. I keep drifting away, so... Oh well, what are you gonna do? In any case, we're moving along well. We've got a lot of the carrots up, but there's still a lot to go. So once I clean this up a little bit, I'm probably going to throw this on a worker, and then we're going to jump on Jester, ride Jester around a little bit. And then we might mow some grass, potentially. We haven't done that in a while. We could utilize that for some silage here to try to make us some more money from the BGA. So I think that's what we're going to do. Just some of the grass that's kind of, you know, like this grass right here, we can easily get that stuff, right? Just stuff that's kind of scattered around here. We'll try to pick all of that up in the loading wagon and throw that into the pit. And trying to make ourselves a little bit more money. Tons of trees I can still chop down, so that's not really necessarily a problem, I guess. It just is a matter of me chopping down the trees, but I don't want to just do trees all the time. Alright, workers going. Should be good to go there. Let's jump in the mower here. Let's mow first, then we'll go ride Jester. We haven't done that in a while, at least on the actual episode, on the series itself. We haven't, so let's do that. So this is going to be kind of awkwardly shaped areas here for the grass, but, you know, whatever. Doesn't really make that big of a difference. We just go around it with the loading wagon, and it's easy to pick up and then drop it off. And now that we have such a large loading wagon, it really won't take us long at all to get that pit pretty full. I really like the boxes on that. The only thing I don't like is the fact that I have to go, like now, and unload them so many times. The other one, I think, is a little bit more efficient, where you just, you know, stay on the field itself, and then you just dump them into a trailer. A lot more efficient, not a little bit, a lot more efficient. But it was good to try it, man. We wanted to try it out with the boxes, and I kind of like it, especially for, you know, since we're going to hold a few of them. You know, just for Jester, and if the pigs need it for whatever reason, we're not making enough pig food or whatever. I just do like the way that it looks, more than just holding them in a trailer or putting them in a silo where you can't see them at all. I don't know if I asked you or not. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. I'm doing okay. All things considered, I'm okay. Not good, but not bad either. Just kind of in the middle. Somewhere in the middle. Alright, so this is a bit of a mess. Let's see if we can clean this up really quick here. See if I can line it up to hit both of these really quick. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. Probably not the way that I've been doing it. I've been doing a terrible job. Nope. This thing just turns so much that I get it's like a worm. I just have issues with it. There we go. So probably this whole hill right here is all going to be mowed up. There's no reason not to mow it. I really should probably look to investing in a bigger mower. This thing is nice. I like it a lot, and it was really good early on, but now that we're a little bit further along and we have a little bit more money to play with most of the time, it's probably smarter for us to upgrade this, make this a little bit faster for us too. What? Okay. Let's flip this back around and hopefully the worker won't have any more issues now. Hopefully. Alright, so I don't really like putting 2 time lapses back to back or anything like that, so I don't think I'm going to do that, but I'll start mowing some of this up. I'll get a lot of this mowed and we'll be back here in a little bit. I don't know if we're going to mow all of the grass around this area, but we'll at least mow a good section of it, probably kind of down here to the tree, and then turn around and come back. I don't need a ton of grass in there, but if we get some in there, it's going to help us. Really, I probably should do the whole thing, but I don't really want to today in this episode, so we're not going to. We're just going to do a decent chunk and leave it at that. So let me get a lot of this mowed up here, and then we'll get in the loading wagon and we'll move on. Well, we're nearly done mowing the grass here. There's a lot more here than I was expecting, gang, to be honest with you. But the worker is yet again full, making a bit of a mess, too. They're not really doing that great of a job. There's a lot of bits like there and back there that are just kind of not really ideal, right? They're something we're going to have to come back and touch up on. But nevertheless, we got more carrots to go drop off in our production. Let's see, how is the production doing? Decent. There's a decent amount of parsnip in there. The carrots are going to be a lot more because we had a bigger field for that. Good, good. I was also able to get rid of one of those boxes that was on the ground that we had issues with. But we still got one we got to figure out some way to get rid of. Alright. So let's get this worker set back up here. Going again on the field. Just let them do their thing, and we'll just have to touch up whatever is remaining. And we're going to finish mowing, and we'll jump in the loading wagon. Alright. So yeah, this is going to be the next thing to upgrade on our list here. Now, it's probably going to be a while before we upgrade the mower, honestly, even though I talked about we should upgrade it. It'll probably be a bit. I really want to get to stage 2 here pretty quickly, so that means we're just going to be saving and collecting and selling trees at this point. So I don't really want to spend the money to upgrade the mower at current. And whenever that time comes, when we do buy the second plot of land, we're probably going to have a lot of area there that's going to be grass, right? Which a lot of it we might end up taking for silage. So at that point, it seems like the best bet to upgrade or buy a new mower. It'll probably be a mower pulled behind a tractor more than likely, rather than the swather. I mean, I guess I could use the bigger swather that we utilized in the 200 horsepower challenge, but I think I'm going to get a really big mower that is a pull behind mower of some sort, and then a really big windrower. This thing, it turns on a dime, literally. So you've got to be very precise with your turning, and I am not very precise. But we're getting through it, I guess. Alright, this is pretty much it here. Nice. Alright, we can put this away and go get the loading wagon, or the forage wagon. I want to buy some silage additives really quick here. It won't cost that much, or at least it shouldn't. $8. Costs $8. Absolutely worth it. Now let's turn this thing on. Let's get this grass picked up here, gang. We have a lot of the grass that we could have mowed, for sure, but I think this is going to be sufficient for at the current period. We kind of talked about that at the beginning, I guess, but I don't think we need that much grass at this point. It's good for the BGA, certainly, but I don't want to spend, 45 minutes to an hour mowing all of the grass around here with that small mower. We really need a bigger one, so this will be plenty for now. It should easily fill up probably 2 of these trailers, I would think. Maybe not 2, but close. In any case, it's going to be a lot, right? So we haven't done a time lapse for picking up grass on this series for a while, so it's time to get it done. Let's get to it.
invincible.
All right, we're nearly done here, gang, and we actually almost got 2 full trailer loads. I was expecting it to be about half, but it's a lot further along than I was expecting. Nevertheless, we got it all done, and getting ready to drop the rest of this off into the silage pit. Looks like the worker is once again full over there. Like I said, I doubt, and actually I know for a fact now at this point, we're not going to get that field done today, so it's going to be a continuation as we carry it along here, but that's okay. Still a lot to do over there. A lot to harvest. Let's get this last little bit here, and we'll head on over to the silage pit. Alright, so we'll drop this off, then we're going to have to roll it and flatten it down and all that good stuff. Alright, so let's just set this right here for now. I know it's kind of in the way, but we'll move it. We'll move it in a minute. Let's just, since we're here, let's go ahead and hook up to the roller thing here. This is going to take a while. Let's do a quick save here, and then we can pop up the menu so we can actually see where we're at and how much more we got to go. Quite a lot. We're at 14% currently. So this is going to take a bit here, gang, so I'm just going to keep on doing this back and forth here until we get to 100% compact. And we'll put the blanket on it. Or the cover, whatever. Then we'll get on Jester and accomplish the things we have to do for Jester. So let me get this thing all flattened out, all compacted out. Alright, we are at 100%. Time to put the cover on here, gang. Let me back this thing off here. And blanket it. Perfect. Alright. So we'll leave that there for right now. Let's find Jester, wherever he's at. There he is. And we'll take a little gallop here, a little stroll here. So, I think I have made my decision. Obviously, we're not quite there yet as far as the money goes, but I think I have made my decision that we are going to purchase the farm, or the field, I should say, behind us, this way, the way I'm going. Just seems like it's the best bet for us, I think, all things considered, so I think that's what we're going to go with. We kind of had a ride around in an earlier episode, checking out most of the map, right, most of the fields, and, well, the plots of lands, I should say, not really fields. Field of grass, I guess. But this one seems the best. It's got a lot of flat space right here, right? So we can expand our farm this way, and that way it's not too far from the other one. And then it has a decent amount of relatively flat land. We have to get rid of some trees, certainly, but it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good for what it is. So that's what we're going to go with. Now, the price of that one is not cheap. $176,000. So we got to get rid of a lot more trees. So that landscape in the background there that you are now seeing, that I perfectly did this on purpose. No, I didn't. I perfectly showing you right now. It's going to continue to lose trees. It'll probably can be just a hill here soon enough. All of those trees realistically will be gone. Those trees are floating. I can see them from here. I don't think I ever noticed that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but they are definitely floating way, way back there. They are floating. Huh. Anyway, let's get Jester back here. I think this is probably sufficient on the writing. I hope it is. If it's not, we'll have to, I guess, jump on him again and write him around a little bit more. We need to brush him. Let's see. Daily writing is good. He needs to be cleaned, though. So where did he go? There he is. Let's brush him. Alright, he's good to go. He is done. So let's put this away, and gang, we are going to leave the episode there. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button if you're new. It's free. It helps me out a ton. Well, it's the last free thing in the world, really, to do. Well, one of the last free things in the world. And, yeah. Again, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one.